Morning YouTube. Today I have the 2012 Kia Sorento, and this is the 4-cylinder one. If you have a 4-cylinder one, I would say the starter probably the same. So crank, sometimes you have a little bit, crank and then stop, and then you crank, they're just like grinding. So it's look like the solenoid is not working properly. First they thought that would be the battery, so they replaced the battery. So, which is you should test before you even buy one. So you don't have to waste money on battery. Battery is expensive, over $100. I would say right around $150, depend where you buy. So today, get to the point, we'll replace starter. Not sure, go on the bottom, on the top. So I'll try to the top first, and then to see if that easy or not. Then if not, then I have to remove the intake manifold. I'll take this off. 4-cylinder should be not hard, but this morning I was replaced the Lexus ES 300. The starter take me only, I think 30 minutes, but on this probably take a couple hours, I think, but we'll see. This hopefully it's nothing difficult. Starter shouldn't be difficult on a 4-cylinder. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect my battery first. Yeah, positive over here, negative over here, so it's gonna get short. And this clip over here too. There is a 10 millimeter down here, and that is the tie, just like this right here, down here. So you know what I talk about. And there's another 2 clip like this behind here. Take this 2 clip and pop out this box beside. Take them down right there. I'd rather take the clip. See this I talk about right here. Okay. There. So this came off. But here, let me move the body throttle to see I can see the starter. 10 millimeter. Alright. So take this out. Let's see. Now I can see the starter. Okay, you see this bolt right there? That is the top starter. So this is number 14. Okay. Kinda 2 dots down here. I will do one hand and one hand flashlight so you can see it. Okay, the second one is the one right down below here. Okay, if you're using a long socket, you should be able to reach the one down here better. Okay, now my both, the top and the bottom bolt is coming down. Let me take this down. This cover here, I think, doesn't have a lot of room, but give me more room then. So I'm gonna pry this clip right here to see if that will give me more maneuver on the back side of the starter. Okay, now I put all the way like this, and I can take this off. See that? And then this one right here, which is number 12, I believe. Okay. My hand be able to stick in here. If you have big hand, probably you have to go through here. But my hand a little bit tight, but I can be able to get into here, right? This slot right here. Now I can go through here. Just get this pop out. And now, time for this bad boy coming out. Okay. Okay. From here, I don't think I can get through the bottom, but Okay, from the top, my hand go grab down here. See with the starter a little bit behind here. Just pull this out. Okay. You don't really have to take the intake out. Good thing they. Ooh, see that? Ooh, that is bad. Now no wonder it can't start it. It was time to time I can crank it, but I tried many times to get this thing cranked and pulled. Jesus Christ, this is so expensive. $367 for a starter? A Kia? A 4-cylinder? That's amazing. That's too expensive. Okay, look at this one. It doesn't make that noise no more, you see that? The other one where you're shaking like this and making noise, you know? You know, reverse, pretty much the same as you taking out, but a little bit difficult because let me put this one inside here so I can go in the bottom and grab this thing here. Be careful with the sensor there, right here somewhere. You know, this sensor here, you have to be careful. Don't hit with the starter. So I'm going to leave my starter right there and go in the bottom. I will lay this one back up like this. Okay, so now I'm going to lock this. Okay, forgot to show you that the back of the starter here have the like a gap that your power cord is go sit right into it. So if you do opposite way, then you will have a hard time to put it back up here because the wire is not, it's tangling, you know. So just to let you know. Alright, from here just insert it back. So I'm not gonna have room for me to use one hand, so I'm gonna use two hands. So on this you have kind of like blocking with that this thing here. Okay, so you have to like push the starter right up until free over here, then you can drop back and slide to right here. So now it's time to go on the top and put the bolt in. So the starter right over here, and what you have to do, probably one hand go through here and play around with it until you search into that slot. So now I'm gonna have no room for you to see what I'm doing, but that's how I'm gonna do. Okay, if you have two men, one man in the bottom to support the starter, if you have yourself, then you prepare with your hand twist around to get that starter. I using my other hand, go through right here, that slot right there, and use my finger to push the starter up. So I can use the other hand, go around right here, and to lock it in with the bolt on it. Okay, otherwise you have to have two men. Maybe you have another way that you can use something that support the starter evenly to the bolt slot, and you can do it on that way, but for me I just go through right here. Okay, so now the bottom one is got some lever, so I'm going to screw that in and then try to see if I can get the one on the top, lock it in first. See, the top one's still not. Okay, because the top one. Okay, now I have both ends, so I'm going to tie this up. If you have electric drill like me, faster, but be careful. If you don't
fitting all the way up, and you're using electric drill to, you know, strip that bolt or the hole of the starter, then you have to take the starter out again to re-thread it. But for me, I make sure everything fit first. All right, now just put my intake back, body throttle back up. Okay, time to tie this up. Okay, now it's time to put this one back in. Make sure to lock it in the back here. Put my negative on it. Go crank it to see how it sounds first before I cover everything up. Sounds good. So the starter is new, so always buy new, okay, from auto part. If you don't, it's okay, you have to test it, because sometimes those starter are garbage, okay. If you buy a remanufacturer, always test it, because remanufacture is very garbage, okay. And I know they remanufacture in Mexico, and they very poor, and I done it many times on the starter, especially when you do a Nissan Titan or Toyota Tundra first generation, super hard on the starter. You have to test it. If you don't get a new one, always test it. Alternator, always test it, because they are garbage, okay. All right, thank you for watching. I need to go at the bottom and put the clip on it, and that's it. So now you know how to do an easy way. If you big hand, please remove the intake manifold. If you have medium hand or small hand, I recommend it do my way here. Take only an hour or less to get it done, okay. It doesn't take long. But if you have big hand, recommend it. Remove your intake manifold, and you do it that way a lot faster than that way if you have big hand, okay. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to help me subscribe, okay. You know how hard it is for me to film it, to record it, to edit, and to put it in there. It takes a lot of my time, and just to help me subscribe, to answer your question, all that stuff, please is pretty, you know, hard for a single man to do everything. For you to see here is difficult, okay. Thank you for watching. You guys have helped me subscribe, okay. Bye bye now.